want you to know that on behalf of the church, I am very sorry for your loss. And I realize that each of you knew Propasi, who we also know as Pepsi, in your own different ways. And so your grief will all be different as well. I'm praying for you and asking God to help you through this very difficult time. In our scripture reading or lesson today, the Apostle Paul describes the human body as a tent. Tents were familiar to him because in addition to his call as a minister, Paul was also a tent maker. He knew how tents worked. He was familiar with the material they were made from and how they were put together. For most of us here, when we hear the word tent, we think of a temporary shelter that we use for camping. It's a place for us to rest, to fall asleep safely while we're enjoying our time in a forest or in some other natural wilderness. And maybe some of you enjoy camping with a tent because using a tent gives us mobility to go to areas where regular transportation or RVs can't even go. The big problem with using a tent is that it does not provide the comforts and stabilities of a home. Sleeping in a sleeping bag will never be as comfortable as sleeping in your own bed. And as a tent is moved from place to place, season after season, it becomes worn, it becomes ragged. And sometimes it can suddenly have a rip or a tear. And you find this out when you experience a leak in your tent when it rains. In the last couple of months, Propasi would have understood the concept of our bodies being like a tent. Her health declined as the disease or the cancer progressed in her body. This tent or body she lived in began to weaken. And before she knew it, her body was not strong enough anymore and instead started breaking down. And at some point she told family and myself that she wanted to go home to her father in heaven. If you think about it, all of our bodies are much like tents. They rip and they tear. They wear out. They don't last as long as we would want them to. And for those of us like Pepsi who live in faith and trust in Jesus Christ, our holy scriptures assure us that we will have a home, a safe, comfortable home in heaven, and we will receive a new body. God assures us that this home in heaven, there will be no more sickness, no more weakness or weariness, no more hospitals, no more need for doctors, no more need for tears, and no more death. Pepsi, she was born in September 21st, 1937, in Northern Thailand. She died in West Covina on June 11th. She met her husband Rick at Don Muang Air Force Base in 1970, where she worked at the base service club. They were married that year and then left for the United States on November 1971. Their anniversary, I believe, is in September this year. They were married for almost 45 years. Her children are Matthew, Janet, Michael, Christine. Grandchildren are Janelle, Michael, Aiden, Maddie, Helena. Her siblings' names are Banjong, Tasani, and Gina. Her great-grandfather is Dr. Patrick Court. And her grandfather is John Batiste Court. Thai name is John Tup Wong. When they moved to America, Rick and Pepsi first lived in El Monte, and then they moved to La Puente. And then they settled in Covina, which is their present residence since 1975. Pepsi kept herself busy. She worked all day long. She was a teacher, helper at school,